Chuck Norris was not supposed to be a legend. He was born into the kind of life that doesn't produce legends. Poor, fatherless, shy, and overlooked in a small Oklahoma town. His dad drank too much and eventually left. His mother worked herself to the bone to keep the family together. Chuck was quiet, awkward, and by his own admission, not particularly special at anything. But something happened when he put on a uniform and went to Korea with the Air Force. He discovered martial arts, and for the first time in his life, he found something that made sense to him. Something that rewarded hard work with real results. He trained obsessively, not because anyone told him to, but because he had finally found a place where a quiet, determined man could become someone extraordinary. He came back from the military a different person. He started winning tournaments, then more tournaments. He became a world champion. He opened his own school. He started teaching celebrities how to fight, people like Steve McQueen and Bruce Lee. It was Bruce Lee who pulled him onto a movie screen for the first time, casting him as a villain in The Way of the Dragon. Chuck lost that fight, on screen at least, but he walked away from it with something far more valuable: the idea that maybe he could act. His early movies were cheap, fast, and a little rough around the edges, just like he was. Nobody was mistaking him for Marlon Brando. But audiences didn't want Marlon Brando. They wanted someone who felt real, someone who looked like he'd actually been in a fight. And Chuck Norris looked exactly like that, because he had been. Through the 1980s, he became one of the biggest action stars in the world. Missing in Action, Code of Silence, The Delta Force. Film after film, he played the same basic character. A man of few words, immovable principles, and a roundhouse kick that could rearrange your face. Audiences around the world couldn't get enough of it. He got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1989. Then came Walker, Texas Ranger, and a whole new generation fell in love with him. For 8 years on CBS, he was the cowboy who always showed up, always did the right thing, and always won in the end. In a complicated world, there was something deeply comforting about that. When the internet came along and turned him into a meme, Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the earth down, he laughed along with it. He understood that the jokes were a form of affection. The world was poking fun at the idea of him, and even that idea had become something people loved. Behind the tough guy image, he was a man of genuine faith and real kindness. He built a charity called Kickstart Kids that taught martial arts to at-risk teenagers, not to make them fighters, but to give them discipline, confidence, and a reason to stay out of trouble. Thousands of kids went through that program. Most people never knew about it, because Chuck wasn't the kind of man who talked about his good deeds. He kept working out into his 80s, he kept training. Just days before he died, on his 86th birthday, he posted a video of himself sparring in Hawaii, grinning at the camera and saying, "I don't age, I level up." Everyone laughed and believed it just a little. Then on March 19, 2026, he had a medical emergency in Hawaii. He died that morning, surrounded by his family, at peace. His family kept the details private. All they said publicly was that to the world, he was a symbol of strength. But